Well, welcome back everyone. So this is my new setup. This is a 2005 Toyota Sequoia. Of course, it's got the V8 and four-wheel drive. You can see I've been camping in it, so be sure to check out the next video and you'll be able to see me fully using the whole setup. So I'm just going to do a quick rundown of the outside of the vehicle, then we'll go on the inside and I'll show you guys how I got it set up in there. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. Just try to show you guys everything I've done to it, things I've added, all that stuff. So let's get right into it. So on the front of the vehicle, I did add quite a bit of stuff. I added some new headlights from Oedro. These are just clear with a black inner on the inside. And I've got some rim thin LED headlight bulbs that I added in there as well. And then on the front here, I added this Trail Runner Customs TRD Pro grille. And it's got the Raptor lights in the middle. So it really makes the front end a lot more aggressive and just modern looking, even though it's a 2005. Just kind of gives it a better look in my opinion. Of course, you keep the V8 badge right there. And then also on the bottom down here, I added some Trail Runner Customs yellow fog lights, and these are really nice LED fog lights. They're pretty bright. They put off a lot of light at night, so a major upgrade compared to the old ones, which didn't even work. So, and the TRD Pro grille with the Raptor lights, they just bring it all together. It looks amazing at night. So if you look at the driver's side of the vehicle, I did nothing to it so far. I am going to add a new set of tires, but just haven't done that yet. But definitely some new tires because I'm having to pump these tires a whole lot lately. So to show you guys the front of the vehicle really quick, as you can see, it's got a leather interior. The seat's ripped, of course, on the driver's side. All the other seats are perfect, and the interior is in really good shape. I am going to add a new stereo in, but just haven't done that yet. And then, of course, I got all my gear, camera bag, clothes, all that over there. Really nice backpack. Here's kind of a peek from the front to the back. This is how I've got it set up. Let's go around to the passenger side, and I'll show you guys what I've added over here. So on the passenger side, you can see I've added the open road four-wheel drive 270 awning. It's got some integrated lights and of course the poles. And I just hang my lights up right here, my little paddle lights. Underneath the awning, I've got my table, I've got my kitchen tote. And this is just a setup I use tonight. I might change this up here and there. I used a CyberTake air conditioner and heater, and I ran the heater hose up through the back hatch. See if I can show you guys. Just temporary, just kind of testing it out. I need to make a little cutout up here or something and just kind of crack the window and run that inside. Down here I've got my firewood tote. Over here I've got my fire pit and my chair and a nice view of the water. Coming around the back of the Sequoia, you can kind of see, I'll kind of show you guys how I've got it set up in there. If you open this door, you can see here's my sleeping bag, my pillow, and my sleeping pad. Over here I've got a bunch of random stuff in this pouch, and I've got my tire inflator right here. A huge thank you to AS Max for sponsoring this video. So this is the AS Max T10 tire pump. This thing is super convenient because you can just charge it up, throw it in your car. Anytime your tires need air, you can just pop this thing out, turn it on, pump up your tire. If you got to pump up all your tires like me, I had to pump up all my tires this morning. It was all low, so. All you do is screw this onto your tire stem valve, press the on button, and it'll begin to pump your tire. Also has a little flashlight on it. This thing is super convenient if your tires just need a little bit of air. I've used this thing many times on the Sequoia already because the tires just leak air constantly, so really excited to get some new tires, but this thing's been coming in really handy lately. Another thing I like about it is its compact size, and it's like super small and still works pretty quick for the size that it is. You can store it in any compartment in your car, and it's out of the way, but it's there when you need it. So make sure to check out AS Max, the T10 tire pump. Super, super handy little tool to have in your car. I think everybody should have a little tire pump. This thing is really handy. Make sure you stay safe on the road. Keep your tires pumped up. And a huge thank you to AS Max for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to the setup, guys. Another thing I also added on the Sequoia is these Husky floor mats. I had Husky floor mats on the Tacoma and I loved them, so I went ahead and got some for the Sequoia. And these are from Real Truck, which is a good place to order your floor mats. These things are super thick, durable, keep my floors clean, and look really nice as well. So here's kind of a look from the back of the front seat all the way to the back. Of course, I took all the seats out in here. You can kind of see my sleeping bag. I've got some paddle lights hung up there on these hooks. This paddle light went dead, but you can see it's hung up over there as well. I've got my Helinox table. I've got a couple more lights, and then I've got my Lithelli fridge back there in the back. And you can also see my hose ran in right there for the heater. Coming in from the passenger side right here, this is the main spot I use to get in and out of. So I've got plenty of floor space right here to put on my shoes, take off my shoes. I can sit down here. Over here you can see my table as well. More cup holders here, my headlamp, stuff like that. And on the floor here, guys, what I use is a moving blanket, and I doubled it up. This is an extra large moving blanket, and I just doubled that up. And of course the seat right here is taken out. And that allows plenty of space back here. I've got plenty of room to lay down with room to spare at the end, so plenty of space here in the Sequoia. Yeah, guys, I think that's about it. Here's another quick look inside. Here's a little bit better look at the 270 awning, which I have plenty of coverage underneath for all my gear. Alright guys, so I lost audio on this part of the video, but let me know what you guys think of the new setup. I'm really excited about it. And I want to give a huge thank you to some of the companies that have helped build this Sequoia out, and plenty of stuff to add on in the future, but just kind of getting everything started. And also a huge thank you to you all for being patient and waiting for me to continue uploading and creating these videos for you. Super excited to be back out camping in the Sequoia, and so be sure to stay on the lookout for the next video. Obviously I spent the night in this thing, first night out in the Sequoia, so that will be the next video you guys will see. Be sure to check that one out. It was a really fun time. I appreciate every one of you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys.